One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hoosiers will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Wisconsin's offense will take the field first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Off play action. Got a man, it's Mason. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's Edwards. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Barry Johnson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Brooks. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Got it inside the... Got enough space. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Indiana's offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking to pass, it's Mendoza. Immediately fires to the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
So now it's 2nd and long. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just had so much confidence that he was going to be picked up. He didn't freak out. He was so poised, knowing that those big fellas up front, they had it all taken care of.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. QB draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Got it, looking for a first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. To call what Indiana did last year a renaissance is an insult to all renaissances everywhere. It was complete resurrection. The losing program that got 11 wins and went to the playoff.
Coach Cignetti has just galvanized this entire program, and all of a sudden, after only 1 year, the expectations are different. Could it ever happen, David? Could this team get back to the playoff?
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Finds some room. The tag. Touchdown, Indiana. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Brooks. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Play action on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Mason. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Wide open downfield. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
The Badgers are on the move. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks the tackle.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Badgers!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Plenty of distance between them and the Stix here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll run the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds the tight end. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Got it behind the line. It's Hemby. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Finds his man. It's Hemby. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The play action fake. He's going to run it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and them creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Gives it on the option. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Grab near the marker. It's Brooks. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Badgers will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for blockers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do.
He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. Running free. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like like this at running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Edwards. Fires left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Red pass hits complete. There he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Using his legs, it's Hemby. Got enough for the first. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
It just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
To throw, it's Mendoza. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man across the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. They'll go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Makes the grab. It's Brady. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Brady. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Using the quick game. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
3rd down, money down. Go to the guy you know you can trust. It doesn't have to be a long gainer, but work those guys over the middle of the field. Nice job, nice chemistry between the tight end and quarterback.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the Stix. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. So 1st down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Back to pass, it's Edwards. He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
The kick is on its way. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls it in. It's Cooper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Trying to move the Stix on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. A strike downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Hoosiers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fires complete on the crossing. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these jet sweeps are just so hard to stop for no gain. I mean, a guy having a full head of steam, getting to the perimeter, and that's a nice job by this offense. Get the first down, not a huge gain, but get away from all those big linemen in the middle and get that first down and keep the sticks moving.
They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Badgers line up to punt it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. That's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression, and they're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. He's got him. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Jukes his way from home. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Quick strike complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
And you've got to feel good if you're this offense, right? To come out and to make as many plays as you did in front of your home crowd.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one.